It got started because we were looking for something unique for younger children, something that is in addition to their private lessons that they have. And UNI Suzuki School and Community Music School wanted to collaborate on a program like that.
I'm a pianist. I think that in chamber music I've learned to listen a lot by playing chamber music. So I wanted to get my students introduced to this as soon as possible. I talked to our director, Cynthia Mason, and we got started right away.
Exploring chamber music is all about teaching kids to collaborate with one another in a small setting up on the stage. They learn classical music, and chamber music is a classical music term to describe something where each player has their own part. They aren't doubled with anyone else. It's not like an orchestra where there's several violins playing the same thing. Each violinist plays their own thing. It teaches kids to be more independent with their musical lines, but at the same time have to listen to other kids and react to what they're doing musically, and make sure that they don't step on each other's toes, make sure they're able to find each other. It's a tremendous teamwork building exercise.
Adults play chamber music, of course, all the time, but we don't have music written for younger ones, and we wanted them to find out how fun that is.
There isn't a program like this really in the world where you have such young people playing together without older adults playing with them or supervising their performances. So the first thing was finding music. We had Seth Butler, a composer and a student at UNI at the time, and Isaac Broxius, a composer and student at UNI at the time as well, who agreed to do a bunch of free scores for us.
The chance to get to know the kids while I'm writing the music for them is tremendous, because I will just write their names in their score. Rather than piano and violin, Susie, Kelly, I put their names on the staff, and I can tell that the kids really enjoy that personalized product. They can tell that the piece is written just for them, and I think they pour their hearts into it even more because of that.
We have auditions, recorded auditions, but it's not for admission. It's only for, so we can place them in a group that's similar age and similar skill, so that everyone can work together on the same level of piece, and that no one is bored, but everyone is pushing themselves to the fullest to get the best experience. So everyone who applies is admitted, which is something I'm very proud about with this program.
That's one of the central ideas to this whole camp, is that so rarely do students get to collaborate in such a way when they're this young. So yeah, we have a big age range.
In general, it's the idea, I believe, of music being a great leveler and something where you can communicate with each other through that and get to know each other.
Everyone plays sports in our society, and chamber music is the equivalent of that. It requires, a great pianist or a great violinist, great musician in general. They're athletes. And I think just this setting in this camp allows students to see their future selves quite well. I love basketball. I'm a huge basketball fan. I love watching it, I love playing it. But if I had never watched Michael Jordan dunk, I would never have lowered my rim to dunk. These kids come to exploring chamber music, and I think they see their future selves. They can see themselves dunking eventually, the music equivalent to that.
I don't particularly agree that a camp like this is only for the child who has this burning desire to become a professional musician at age, 10. I think it's for everyone that enjoys music at all. The point is that you can enjoy playing music together, and it broadens your horizons. It's very good for having to focus mentally, getting along with each other, setting a goal of we're going to prepare this piece, so we have to practice. All of those good life skills too. So that's why I think it's important. And just to watch all the smiles, and the parents are excited. Everybody's excited to share the music that they have learned all week. And I think it's just seeing how music can bring a diverse group together on the same playing field and be happy about it.
We're having it next year, so hope to see a bunch of new fresh faces as well as returners next year as well.